Right. Today in this lesson, I'll be discussing about water potential concept. I'll be explaining from the beginning what's really happening in this concept and important things regarding these things. And there are questions to do in this water potential concept, as well as there are 3 practicals to discuss here. Harath? Since I started the recording now, others may wonder why I'm selecting this topic. The reason is why we have to explain a lot of things using diagrams depending on the content that we have covered. So today I actually can draw diagrams with the mouse, but better to draw it in the board because we are a physical class student. So I'll be doing some concept which is like okay with the online, and also this is important for you to keep a recording and watch again because this is kind of a very important and crucial lesson in the 4th unit. Hi, water potential concept එක තමයි අපි කතා කරන්නේ. In this one, what we are discussing here is about water potential in a cell, about water potential in a solution. Likewise, we will be discussing here. Think that a system which is containing water. There's a water beaker containing water, let's say. This is having a water potential. Whatever the system that contains water, it is having water potential. Understood? Hi, I'll tell you what water potential is. Water potential is something related to the potential energy of the water molecule that it has. It is something somewhat related with the kinetic energy as well. For example, if something is causing increasing kinetic energy or the movement of the water molecule, it is increasing the water potential. If something is reducing the movement of water molecules, that is reducing the water potential. Let's go to the given definition also here. Right. It says that physical property that predicts the direction in which water will flow governed by solute concentration and applied pressure is called water potential. I'll explain this a little bit, then you will understand what I am talking here regarding this applied pressure and solute concentration, right? Right. So think there is a container which is having water. This container contains water, let's say. Right? So remember this really well. Always water will move from high water potential to low water potential. And water is always moving from where to where? High water potential to low water potential. Right? Can you understand that one? Yes. Like in the, in the diffusion also what happens? In the diffusion from high concentration to low concentration, the things are moving, substances are moving. So here also it is same like water is always moving from higher water potential to lower potential. So it's going according to gradient. That means moving according to a gradient, water potential gradient. I don't write anything. Hi. water potential gradient එකකින් තමයි යන්නේ. ඉතින් මම කියන්න ගත්තේ අපි මෙන්න මේ solution එකේ let's say you are going to dissolve salt here. හරිද? ඔයා මේකේ salt dissolve කරනවා කියලා හිතන්න. මොකද වෙනව ඇත්තේ water potential එකට? What do you think what will happen to the water potential? If you are dissolving salt in water, what will happen? What do you think what will happen to the water potential here? මොකද්ද වෙනව ඇත්තේ? guess කරලා කියන්න බලන්න මොකක් වෙනව ඇද්ද? චූට්ටක් ඇහෙන්නේ පුතේ.
decrease වෙනවා.
increase වෙනවා කියලාද කියන්නේ?
නෑ decrease වෙනවා.
decrease වෙනවා. හරි. හේතුව තමයි මෙන්න මේක. ඇත්තටම decrease වෙනවා when the salt is dissolved in water. This decrease වෙනවා water potential එක. මම කිව්වා මෙන්න මෙතන special දෙයක්. If something is changing the kinetic energy of the water molecules, ඒ කියන්නේ movement එක වැඩි වෙනවා නම් usually water potential is increasing. Movement එක අඩු වෙනවා නම් water molecules වල water potential is decreasing කියලා. එහෙනම් මෙතෙන්ට water අතරට some solute molecule is also coming now. එතකොට what will happen? The movement of the water molecules will be decreased. තේරුණාද? Understood? හරි. එතකොට අපි water potential usually denote කරන්නේ psi කියන sign එකකින්. psi කියලා කියන්නේ water potential. හරිද? මොකුල්ම ලියන්න කමක් note එක දෙනවා. psi කියලා කියන්නේ water potential නම් psi s කියලා කියන්නේ solute potential. හරිද? psi s means solute potential. එතකොට මේකේ when the solutes are dissolved, what will happen? Psi s is solute potential එකට මොකද වෙන්නේ? water potential එකට මොකද වෙන්නේ? කියලා කියන්න ඕනේ මට. solute potential එක water potential එක අපි කියුවා decrease වුණා කියලා නේද? එහෙමනේ ශනා කිව්වේ? නේද?
ඔව්.
හරි. හැබැයි මෙතන solutes වැඩි වුණා. එතන water potential එක decrease වුණාට solute potential is going to get increased. තේරුණාද?
ඔව්.
හරිද? ඔන්න ඔක ඔළුවේ තියෙනවා. එතකොට අපි මෙහෙමත් දැනගෙන ඉන්න ඕනේ මේක. water potential is inversely proportional to solute potential. Am I correct here? තේරුණාද? තේරුණාද මේක?
ඔව් ටීචර්.
හරි. එතකොට මම චුට්ටක් ඉතුරු ටිකටත් යනවා පහළට ගිහිල්ලා. Now think that you are going to have this container containing water. You are going to apply some pressure using a piston here. Make water තියෙනවා. You are going to apply some pressure and you are going to increase the pressure here, right? If you increase the pressure, what will happen to the water potential?
It will also increase.
Yeah, it is also increasing so that water potential goes up. Right. So, what kind of relationship is there with the water potential and pressure potential?
Directly proportional.
Directly proportional, yes. මේක කලින් කරලා තියෙනවද?
නෑ ටීචර්.
තාම නෑනේ. හරි. එහෙනම් හොඳයි කලින් කරන එක නේ. හරි. ඒක තේරුණාද? හරි. pressure potential අපි usually denote කරන්නේ psi p කියලා. තව මට ඔයගොල්ලන්ට එකක් කියන්න බැරි වුණා. Meaning that this psi is sometimes you can see in question papers and books when you're reading as psi w. It's again water potential, but in your syllabus we will not be using it as psi w. We will just use as psi, not psi w. Understood now? But make a දැක්ක කියලා, don't worry. This is also psi. Okay? Got it? Hi. Now we are going to create some equation. Create an equation here. That is called water potential equation. Psi is equals to psi s plus psi p. Understood? What is psi here?
Water potential.
Water potential. What is psi s here?
Solid potential.
What is psi p here?
Pressure potential.
Right. Now can you understand in the definition that they said that water potential is affected by solute potential and pressure potential, isn't it? මතකයිනේ? Let's go and read it one more time. The physical property that predicts the direction in which water will flow governed by solute concentration and applied pressure. So this is talking about psi s and psi p here. Understood now?
Yes teacher.
All right. Let's try the topic පුතේ, concept of water potential. Concept of water potential. How to write the definition here? Sorry, write a subtopic also, water potential, and then write this here. හරිද පුතේ දැන්?
Okay, teacher.
හරි. Write this there. Water will move from higher water potential to lower water potential. Let's add one more thing. Region of higher water potential to region of lower water potential. Region, okay? Next, water is moving according to water potential gradient. Water is moving according to water potential gradient. Right? Okay.
Okay, teacher.
Next, right there, any system that contains water has a water potential. Whatever the system, if the water is there is water potential. Just a container having water, else it may be a cell which is having water, still both are having water potential. Write that too. Next sentence, it says what we told, but there's little addition to what we told. It says free water moves from regions of higher water potential to regions of lower water potential. The free water part, please add to my one also, because there is meaning in this. What's the meaning of that? Let's say in the soil, there is some molecular particles which cannot be taken by a plant cell. So, meaning that it's not being available for the plant to obtain. So, that is about water, not free water. So, only the free water can move from a region of higher water potential to lower water potential. Understood that one?
Yes, teacher.
Right. Right, the next topic, units of water potential. Units of water potential. There are two units that we often used. Number one, megapascals, that is the standard unit here. M capital, P capital, A simple, megapascals. And we will use kilopascals as well. Kilo, K simple, P capital, A simple. So megapascals and kilopascals are used. Okay. Now, right here, standard unit is this one. Okay. Standard unit is this. හරිද? Done, no? I erased.
Yes, teacher.
Um, it says that arbitrary of size of the pure water in a container open to the atmosphere. That means that it's found at normal atmospheric pressure under standard conditions at sea level and room temperature. That is having water potential 0 megapascal, right? 0 megapascal. This can be changed if you bring the container up to a mountain. This value might be changed because the pressure is different there. And if you go down there under the Z also, and if you are checking the water potential, that is also different story. That is different depending on the pressure that the container is kept. Understood now?
Yes, teacher.
So this is talking pure water as no any solutes are dissolved. හරිද? Write this sentence also there. And also add this here. හරිද පුතේ?
හරි teacher.
හරි. Write the new topic, water potential equation. Water potential equation. Water potential equation. Write this first, then we need to say what each of these attributes are. Write this equation first, and then psi is water potential. Psi S is solute potential. Psi P is pressure potential. Write that too. How's it there? Finish?
Yes teacher.
Hi. Then we are going to write about solute potential and pressure potential. One second. Hi, write the topic. Solute potential. Right, right there. Solute potential is also called osmotic potential. Right, let's see what's the meaning of this sentence here. It says solute potential is directly proportional to the molarity of a solution. Solute potential is directly proportional to the molarity of solution, mean that concentration or molarity, if the molarity is high, solute potential is high. But the thing is, this solute potential, the negative value becomes higher and higher when you dissolve more and more solutes, right? Let's say solute potential was 350 megapascals before you dissolve salt there. Once you dissolve more salt there, it will come up to, let's say, 800 megapascals. Can you understand? The negative value rises up. Are it? Okay? I'll write this
Yes.
sentence also. Good. Done?
Yes, teacher.
Hi. I want this sentence to solutes affect the direction of osmosis. I'll explain it then. Once you're done, let me know. I'll explain what does that mean. Right, are you done?
Yes, teacher.
Right. Osmosis means, let's say here having water molecules. The small molecules are water molecules. There are two sides, A and B, separated by a semi-permeable membrane, okay? Or partially permeable membrane. So these circles are water molecules. And I will draw some solute molecules also. These are sugar molecules, let's say. Here having 2, here having 4 sugar molecules also. This is sugar. So from higher concentration, this is a form of diffusion as well. From higher concentration to lower concentration, movement of water molecules across the semi-permeable membrane, we call it as osmosis. So these water molecules only can go from A to B, but you can understand the semi-permeable membrane is not allowing everything to go to the other side. Even if the sugar concentration is high, in the left side, it is not allowing the sugar molecule to go to the other side, right? Can you understand? So it says
Yes, teacher.
that the sentence says that solutes affect the direction of osmosis. It is true, right? Solutes, if the solutes are more dissolved in a particular solution, meaning that there is less water, right? This diagram doesn't explain that much, but if we are having sugar concentration high in such a solution compared to another one which is having low amount of sugar and more amount of water, the first solution is having high solute potential. Second solution is having low solute potential because they are having little amount of solutes there. So it affects the direction of osmosis, right? Because water molecules will always move from higher water potential to lower water potential. So if this side is having high psi value, this side is having low psi value, from A to B only the thing will be moved. Hi, okay? Hi, you don't need to write anything here, but we will be writing that previous thing that we discussed there. Write it there. Solute potential is inversely proportional to water potential. Tell that when substances dissolve in water, reduces the water potential. More substances dissolve in water increases the negative values of solute potential. Right? Let's show it with the diagram also. Pure water at room temperature and atmospheric pressure atmospheric pressure. What is the psi value here then? What is the psi value of this container?
0.
0. What do you think? Since there's no physical pressure applied here, what do you think of the psi p value here?
Also 0.
Also 0. Then again, eventually the psi s value is also becoming 0. Can you understand? No solute dissolve. Therefore, psi s value is also 0. Understood now?
Yes, teacher.
Hi. Draw and finish, then I'll draw the second container here. I don't have space to draw. I can have space. Are you done? I'm drawing the second container here. Second container, you will be dissolving sugar. Sugar in water. Pure water, let's say, pure water, the previous one, right? That you will be dissolving this. Got it? So what will happen to now what will happen to the water potential and what will happen to the solute potential here? Water potential will be reduced. Am I correct?
Yes, teacher.
Psi S value
Increases.
increase. The negative value increases. Psi P value still the 0. Nothing is applying on this open container, right? Let's say psi value is, psi S value is minus 350. So then what should be the psi value? What should be the psi value?
Minus 350.
Yes, minus 350. Now you can see what has happened to this one. Look at this one here. It was 0 before, isn't it?
Yes, teacher.
It has now reduced. What I said earlier is correct, no?
Yes, teacher.
0 to negative value. Psi S value was 0. It has increased in negative value. So that way it has increased. More solutes dissolve, meaning psi S has increased, but negative value is increased. Can you understand?
Yes, teacher.
I write that to the second one. I want third diagram as well. Hard. Okay. Done today? Can I do it? Can I do it today?
Okay, teacher.
Does it done?
Yes, teacher.
I'm going to the third diagram. You're dissolving, now there's a sugar solution. You're dissolving more sugar. Here is sugar plus water already. Right, now tell me what will happen to psi values here.
Decrease.
More decrease, no? I will say that it is 800. I didn't write the unit previously. I say they're just megapascal, let's say. Just these are rough numbers, right? I don't know whether this is 800 or what. Right, then what will happen to the IS here?
It also decreases.
Yeah, it will become more negative, so that now 350 to 800 megapascal. Understood now?
Yes, teacher.
Right, then thereafter, psi p values. There's no psi p value yet. If this is in the atmospheric pressure and the temperature, nothing would happen. Say another.
Oh, teacher.
Right. ඒකත් අඳගන්න. හරිද පුතේ?
Hi, teacher.
හරි. ඊළඟට that one solid potential. Right, let's read solid potential what it is. If there anything necessary we can note down. Solutes in plants are typically mineral ions and sugars. You know what? In the cytosol, substances are dissolved. So that usually in a plant cell, there is a negative value of psi S due to these dissolved substances. Psi of the pure water is 0. When solutes are added, they bind the water molecules and reduce the free water molecules, reducing the capacity of the water to move and do work. In this way, increasing solutes have negative effect on water potential. Therefore, psi S of a solution is always expressed as a negative number. As the solute concentration increases, psi S will become more negative. Understood now? I will explain everything there in this paragraph in shortened form. Tell me whether you understand this. Another
Yes, teacher.
start. Do you have any questions, sir? Briefly explain how solute how dissolving solutes solutes affect the water potential. Right? This is question number 1. Question number 2. Why solute potential of a solution is always a negative number? Why solute potential in a plant cell, in a cell, living cell, plant cell is a negative. Write the answers. Are you finished with it?
Yes, teacher.
Hi. I'm going to the first question there. Briefly explain how dissolving solutes affects the water potential. So here is the answer. When the solutes are added, they bind water molecules and reduce free water molecules, reducing the capacity of the water to move and do work. One minute. Right, so this is the answer. Did you write the answer correctly?
Yes, teacher.
Yeah. Then it's asking why the solute, why the solute potential of solution is always a negative value. What will happen when the substances are added? Why it is becoming negative value? Because water potential has a negative, solute potential has a negative impact on the water potential, right? That's why the things are reducing, it is solid substances reducing solute potential, that is becoming a negative value there. So this is the answer here. One minute. Right, so here is the answer. Without this part, you can get the answer from here. Okay. Why the solute potential in a plant cell is a negative value? What is the answer for that one, Pute? When the solutes dissolve in what? Solutes in plants such as minerals. It reduces the water potential and dissolving solutes has a negative impact on water potential. Therefore, you can say that solute potential in a plant cell is a negative value. Understood?
Okay, teacher.
Right. Now, so far, okay. Write the topic with a pressure potential. I'm not writing everything in the book. You guys need to go through the book as well. Write the topic, pressure potential. Right? Pressure potential. Here it is, the physical pressure on a solution. Write this there, the definition. Had the finish?
Yes, teacher.
It says that psi p can be positive or negative in relation to psi p can be positive or negative relative to atmospheric pressure. That means if you use a piston and apply pressure and increase the pressure, maybe psi p is increasing. That means positive value. If you are, let's say, if you are blowing up, that means sucking up, that if you are dragging the solution, that will create a negative pressure. For example, the water is pulled rather than pushed. Water is pulled with a tension, so therefore in the xylem vessel, elements in the xylem of the plant stem, psi p value is a negative value since it is pulled rather than being pushed. තේරුණාද වැඩේ? තේරුණා? තේරුණාද මේක? තේරුණා? කියපු දේ තේරුණාද? හරි sure. මෙහෙම එකක් තියෙනවා. දැන් වතුර අපි හිතමු අපි කන්ටේනර් එකක දැම්මා water. If you will use a piston and if you increase the pressure, that means if you push downwards, it will increase the psi p value. That you understood?
Yes, teacher.
Hi. මේකම ඔයාලට කරන්න පුළුවන් මේක if you pulled upward rather than pushed. මොකද වෙන්නේ? psi p decrease වෙනවා. So in the first case, psi p can be positive value. In the second case, psi p can be negative value, right?
teacher දෙවෙනි instance එකේ psi p value එක 0 වෙන්න බෑයි.
negative
negative
වෙන්න පුළුවන්. 0 වෙලා තමයි positive value එකකට යන්නේ. හරි? ඒක plant cell එක ගැන කියද්දි මම ස්පෙෂලි කියනවා plant cell එකකදී psi p එකට මොකද වෙන්නේ කියලා. එතෙන්ට මම එන්නම් තාම මම generally solutions ගැන mainly කතා කරන්නේ, right? Okay?
Okay, teacher.
And you can go through. Hagapati, finish writing?
Yes, teacher.
Is it? Hi. It says in the example, Psi of a xylem vessel is usually less than minus 2 megapascals as the xylem vessels are under tension, that means negative pressure. That means xylem එකේ මොකද වෙන්නේ? Water is pulled. අර මේ second instance එක වගේ water උඩට අදිනවා due to transpirational pull. Therefore, it's negative value in the xylem vessels in the plant. හරිද? සයිපී නෙගටිව් වෙන හේතුව දන්නා? දැන් හරිනේ? දැන් තේරුණාද ඒක?
Yes, teacher.
හරි. එහෙනම් ලියන්න question එක. Why psi p value a xylem vessel of a living plant is a negative value. මේක answer කරේ. Hagapati,
Okay, teacher.
how do you write the answer there?
Because xylem vessel elements are under tension, they take a negative value.
At this also, xylem vessel elements are under tension due to transpirational pull that you will be learning in transpiration section in this lesson, but at that also. Okay?
Okay, teacher.
Ha. Right, then I'm doing few calculations regarding solution, simple calculations. Then I will go to water potential of a cell also. Right. Do this question. There is a solution containing water and sugar. This is found in atmospheric pressure and temperature. I'm giving here psi. Its value is 5 megapascals minus 5 megapascals. Find out the psi value and psi p value here in this solution whenever necessary. Equation should be there. Okay. Quickly find out. This is a very easy question. Easy, no? Did you find out the answer?
Yes, teacher.
Psi value is what?
-5.
Oh, yeah, almost 5 megapascals. The unit should be there in order to obtain the marks. හරිද?
Okay,
Psi
teacher.
P,
0
Psi P, 0 what? Megapascal.
megapascal.
That one okay?
Yes, teacher.
Hi. Mm, Write the topic today, water potential. Um, plant cell. Plant cell, let's write plant cell, right? Water potential in a plant cell. So I'm drawing a plant cell here. A plant cell, the outermost layer is the cell. Inside there's a large central vacuole and the nucleus is all there. Right. So we are going to talk about psi value, psi s value, and psi p value regarding a in that normal plant cell. Right. So in this one, usually the protoplast and they are in the plant cell that will be pressing towards the cell wall. This is applying some pressure. Because of this, there is an opposite and equal pressure is created from the cell wall towards the cytoplasm, right? So this will give a psi p value to the plant cell. Usually it's a positive value, right? Okay, understood?
Okay, teacher.
Then, as I told you, substances are dissolved in the cell sap, which is the vacuolar sap, and the cytoplasm or cytosol. Therefore, there is a psi S value, which is usually a negative value in a plant cell, right? So, since this plant cell is having psi p value and psi s value, there is a psi value for the plant cell as well. Depending on the values of psi p and psi s, it may be a positive or negative, or it may be zero, right? Can you understand?
Yes, teacher.
Hi. Write this down and I'll give the explanation. Done? Right. Let's go to the book to define these terms and describe these things. Are you done?
Yes, teacher.
Huh. Let's write first the pressure potential of plant. Let's first read this. It says that psi p of a living cell is the positive value. Living cell is usually under positive pressure due to osmotic uptake of water. The cell contents press the plasma membrane against the cell wall, then press against the protoplast, producing pressure called turgor pressure. When turgor pressure increases, psi of the cell is also increases. Write this complete thingy. Padmavati, finish?
Yes, teacher.
Right. Then we'll write about the solute potential here. Right there. In Right, what I say, solutes such as mineral ions and sugars, solutes such as mineral ions and sugars are dissolved in cell sap and cell sap means vital sap and cytoplasm. හරිද?
හරි.
හා. Therefore, psi is value of a plant cell. Therefore, psi is value of a plant cell is usually a negative value. හරි? Next sentence, as the solute concentration increases, psi is becoming more negative. හරිද ඒක okay?
Okay, teacher.
Now we are going to calculations of a cell. I'm giving you that this cell, you have to draw the cell again. In this cell, psi P value is plus 300 megapascals. Psi is minus 100 megapascals. You have to find out the psi s value here. Make sure that you use the equation and do the calculation properly, okay? Finish with it?
Yes, teacher.
Right. The equation psi is equals to psi s plus psi p. This should be there, right? This is one of the major things that should be there. The given values are psi p and psi. Minus 100 equals to psi s plus 300. So what is psi s? Can you believe it?
400 megapascals.
Yes, minus 400 megapascal. Minus should be there and the unit should be there. Okay, got it?
Yes, teacher.
Hi. I'm giving another one from this. I will give minus 550 megapascals. Right, now find out the psi value here. Hard to say. You take the answer?
Yes, teacher.
First, what's the equation? Psi is equals to s plus psi p. Psi is given as minus 550 Again, plus 300. So what is the answer here? Minus, what is the answer?
minus 250 megapascals.
Oh, yes, 250 megapascal, right? Hi. Okay, now
Okay, teacher.
understood well? Hi, can I erase?
Yes, teacher.
Hi. Hi. I'm now drawing two cells together, right? Two adjacent cells. To give data of each of these. This is cell A. This is cell B. A has this data. Psi S is equals to minus 350 megapascals. Psi P is equals to plus 200 megapascals. B has following data. Psi S is equals to minus 700 megapascals. Psi S is equals to plus 350 megapascals. You have to find out the following things. Number one, okay. Water potential, you can use the sign. I can't use the sign here. You can use the sign and write. Water potential of cell A. Water potential of cell B. Number three, water potential of direction of water flow. That means I'm asking whether from cell A to B the water is moving or B to A. The concept is always water is moving from higher water potential to lower water potential. But this is not going to happen continuously. Initially, it's going to happen until an osmotic equilibrium is reached. What's the meaning of osmotic equilibrium? At that point, no net movement of water. That means if you are sending two water molecules to this side, two water molecules will be coming to this side. That means water is still moving. It cannot be stopped, but still the same number, no net movement at the osmotic equilibrium. So this from higher water potential to lower water potential, water will move until an osmotic equilibrium is reached. At the osmotic equilibrium, remember very well, the water potential of the two cells are going to get equal. Alright? Understood?
Yes, teacher.
Wait a second. You can now start with. Let's see. හරිද පුතේ?
ටීචර් 4th one එක වෙනකන් හරි 5th one එකේ ඉඳන් එක්ස්ප්ලেইন කරන්න පුළුවන්ද?
හරි. ෆිෆ්ත් වන් එකේ තමයි ට්‍රක් උනේ නේ. හරි මම එතන කියන්නම්. හින්ට් එක තමයි at the equilibrium දැන් මේ දෙකේ separately water potential හොයාගත්තනේ. මේකේ water potential දන්නවා මේකේ water potential දන්නවා. at the equilibrium water potential එකේ එන්නේ psi වල A වල තියෙන එකයි B වල තියෙන psi value එක එකතු කරලා you have to divide by 2. right? Add these two and divide by 2. දැන් පුළුවන් ගන්න ඔක්කොම ටික. දැන් හරිනේ?
ඕකේ ටීචර්. ටීචර් එතකොට මේ අපි ඇවරේජ් වැලියු එක ගත්තට පස්සේ මේ සයි සෙල් A වල සයි S එකයි සයි P වලයි මොකද වෙන්නේ?
ඒක තමයි පොඩි hint එකක් තියෙනවා. Usually when the water comes and goes out, the solute potential changes, but there should be an assumption in this questions. We are assuming that psi s is not going to change. Whatever it is, even if the water comes in or water goes out, psi s is not going to change. Now you can find out.
ඕකේ ටීචර්.
finished පුතේ?
okay teacher.
හරි. Let's find the water potential of cell B. Kia කවුද? How to
Teacher,
find
water
out? Psi is equals to psi s plus psi p. ඉන්න මම හදන්නම් ඔහොම මොකක්ද එක්කම psi is equals to psi s plus psi p. Psi s and psi p are given here. Minus 350 plus 200. What is the value you are getting? Minus 150 නේද?
yes
හරි
teacher.
නේද? හරි. ඒක හරින හරිදා. ඊළඟට B එකේ again psi is equals to psi s plus psi p. You have to write the equation always. And given value minus 700 plus 350, you will get minus 350. Is it correct? ඒක හරිද?
Yes teacher.
හරිද? හරි. එතකොට මට කියන්න which one is having high water potential? A ද B ද?
Cell A.
Cell A. When very closer now, that is having high water potential. Minus 150 is here, minus 350 is somewhere here, isn't it? This one is having low water potential, this one is having high water potential. So cell A to cell B, water is moving. Okay?
Yes teacher.
හරිනේ? හරි. Solute potential, the water potential of cell A at equilibrium, what you have to do is you have to add these two values. That means minus 150 plus minus 350 divided by 2 is giving you the value at the equilibrium. 150 plus 350 here.
500.
500. එතකොට answer එක කීයද එන්නේ?
Negative 250.
250 megapascals. හරිනේ. ඒක ඕකේනේ. Then it's asking the solute potential of cell A at the equilibrium. I'm erasing some to get some space. Here, asking solute potential. Now we know the psi value. Psi is equals to psi s plus psi p. Psi, I told you, psi s is kind of an assumption. Psi s is not going to change. So we'll take the previous psi s value minus 350 plus psi p is equals to minus 250. Am I correct, Pute?
Yes teacher.
Then psi p is what? One.
Yes teacher.
Okay, then regarding cell B, the things are asked. The water potential of cell B is again 250 megapascal, which is same as the A. Then solute potential of cell B at the equilibrium, it is 700 megapascals.
Teacher මේ
Not
කලින්
changing.
එකේ psi p equals 100 megapascals නේද?
උනේ මගේ වැඩි කිරීම දෝෂය. 100. හරි, it should be 100 not 150 නේ. 350 වලින් 250 නඩු කරාම. Right, okay. Okay now? Hi. Here,
Okay teacher.
psi is equals to psi s plus psi p. What is the answer you are getting? Psi p is equals to 700 minus 250. Here,
Plus 500 megapascals.
500? වැරදිනේ?
plus 450.
Yes, plus 450 megapascals. The unit should be there, right? Okay now? තේරෙනවද වැඩේ? ඒක okayද?
okay teacher. ටීචර් තව මේ අර කලින් එකේ මෙගා පැස්කල්ස් ප්ලස් වෙන්න ඕනේ නේද?
Oh, you're asking the pressure potential, ne? Plus 100, ne?
yes teacher.
Hari, oh, that's right.
හරි teacher.
This question he is asking pressure potential, ne? Pressure potential of cell A at equilibrium. මේකනේ අහන්නේ නේ. ඒක plus 100 දෙන්න. හරිනේ? Okay නෝ?
okay teacher.
මේක මම චුට්ටක් පැටලුණා නම් ආයෙ හදලම තියන්නම් කට්ටියට. Psi is equals to psi s plus psi p. Psi e is minus 250. Psi s is minus 350 plus psi p. Psi p is equals to plus 100 megapascals. Right. Okay? Okay now?
yes teacher.
Hi. Now I'm going to a new page. Hi. Now we are going to talk about different types of solutions: hypertonic, hypotonic, and isotonic solutions, right? So, hi. Let's say there's a solution that you have kept the plant cell inside it. Let's say the psi value of this one is minus 100 megapascals, solution psi value, and the cell psi value is minus 200 megapascals, right? So where's the water potential is higher here? Solution or the cell?
in the solution.
Solution. So therefore, water will be moving from the solution to cell. So what is going in that kind of solution, we can say it as a hypotonic solution. What kind of a thing can act as hypotonic solution? Water, pure water can act as a hypotonic solution, or else sugar or salt solutions with low concentration. That means solute concentration is low, water is high. Low molarity. Can you understand?
yes teacher.
Right. Then the second type. There's a cell kept here. The outside xi value is minus 200. Minus 100. Okay. The cell is also having minus 200. What will happen? Now what Yeah. Can't imagine what happened. They will go in the amount come out. That means say no what? No net movement of water. මම එන්න දුවියානේ. ඉන්න. Alright. I was asking about this isotonic solution. I told that psi of external solution and psi of internal solution, psi in the cell also same value. What can you say now?
They are at equilibrium.
Yeah, they are at equilibrium and the water is not moving. Like water is moving in and out, but still equal number is going in, equal number is coming out. No net movement of water. That's what right?
Okay.
Right. Hi. So, examples for this kind of solutions, what can we say? In an accident, datak galona කියලා. Tooth has come out. So how do you bring it to the hospital? You'll be putting it in what? Apa tu? Putting it inside?
Is it water?
Water වල දාගෙන ගියොත් හොඳට තියෙයි. ආයෙක මේ ඉම්ප්ලාන්ට් කරන්න බෑ හරිද? water වල දාන් ගියොත් මොකෝ වෙන්නේ? අර හයිපොටොනික් වැඩේ වෙනවනේ නේ. වතුර ඇතුළට අරගෙන මේ cells will burst. එහෙම දාන්න බෑ. saline එක දාන්න යනවා කියලා අහලා තියෙනවද? Saline can be used, right? And also breast milk also is one good solution. Which will act as an isotonic solution. Organs damage වුණාම දාගෙන යන්න කියන ඔය දෙකෙන් එක තමයි. හරිද? තේරුණාද ඒක?
Yes, teacher.
Right. I'm now going to the hypertonic solution. Hypertonic solution. I'm going to draw that. Here is the solution. There's a cell inside that. I would say that inside it is having minus 100 megapascals. Outside it is having minus 200 megapascals. Alright. So from where to where the water will move now? Where to where?
From cell to the solution.
Yeah, cell to the solution. Okay? Got it? Hi. එතකොට මේකට examples මොනවද? මේකේ other side එක මොකද? Very concentrated salt solution. හරි? ඊළඟට තව අපිට ගන්න පුළුවන් concentrated salt or sugar ගන්නත් පුළුවන් උතෙන්ට, right? හරි. ඔයක ටක් ගාලා ලියන්න immediate I have something to do. හරිද? ලියාගන්න ටික. Finish writing පුතේ?
yes teacher.
හරි. Give me 1 minute. Right. Here I'm going to talk what will happen to a plant cell and animal cell which is placed in these solutions that I talked here. Let's say you will be putting an animal cell in a hypotonic solution. What will happen? Think that you're putting a red blood cell. What will happen? What will be the result? When the water is taken in and in, there's no barrier. What is going to happen?
From the solution to the animal cell, the water
Yeah, I'm
potential
asking what will
flows.
happen to the cell when the water is going in. That you already know. No, the water will go inside when you kept in a hypotonic solution. What I'm asking is what is the thing going to happen here? Cell will burst because there's no barrier, neither. Tenor.
Yes teacher.
Right. Then if you put this in animal cell in an isotonic solution, what will happen?
It will remain as it is.
Yeah, that means that will remain intact. Intact word is not used much in your syllabus, but it is the correct term to say that nothing would happen, right? Then be putting this in hypertonic solution. What is going to happen now?
Does it contract?
Yeah, it is shrink. The shrink is the correct term, right? Alright, write this also, this column also, please write it under that. You can write separate also, that's fine. And
Yes teacher.
now we are putting a plant cell over there. I'm erasing all here. You'll be putting a plant cell. You'll be putting it in a hypotonic solution. What is going to happen? Will it burst? Will it burst, Pute?
Teacher, cell wall එකක් තියෙන නිසා
Oh, cell
plant
wall
cell
එක
එක
තියෙන
shrink.
නිසා. Yeah, ඒක burst වෙන්නේ නැහැ. එහෙනම් අපි සාමාන්‍ය වතුර පුරවලා වටේට frame එකක් වගේ තිනකොට ඒක නිකන් rigid structure එකක් වෙනවා. අපි ඒක අල්ලලා බැලුවොත් අපිට දැනෙන feeling එක turgid වෙලා ඒක, right? හරිද? ඔන්න ඔය word එක මතක තියෙනවා. ඔක අපි use කරනවා දිගටම දැන් ප්‍රශ්නවල. හරිද?
Okay teacher.
හරි. එතකොට මේක turgid වෙනවා. ඊට පස්සේ ආයෙ දැන් මම ගන්නවා මේකට isotonic solution එකකට දානවා plant cell එකක්. What is going to happen?
same.
Same. That means it is in intact conditions. एक okay the?
Yes, teacher.
Alright. Now I'm putting this cell in a hypertonic solution. Now guess what is going to happen?
Does it expand?
Expand වෙන්නේ නැහැ නේ. ඉතින් එළියට වතුර යන්නේ. මොකද වෙන්නේ? වතුර එළියට යනකොට turgid එකේ opposite එක වෙනවා. අපි ඒකට කියනවා flaccid කියලා, right? ඒක අපිට දැනෙන feeling එක. ඔක ඔයගොල්ලන්ට කරලා බලන්න පුළුවන්. If you put the put a potato strip in a concentrated salt solution, when you keep it for some time to get an equilibrium, if you touch it, that you will feel that the tissue has softened now. හරිද? soft වෙලා තියෙන. මෙයා shrink වෙන්න බෑ. flaccid වෙනවා. හරිද? Okay?
Okay, teacher.
හරි. ඔය තුන ඇඳ ගන්න මට මේ flaccid වෙන කතන්දරේ තව පොඩි වැඩක් කියන්න තියෙනවා. ඕක ඇඳගෙන ඉවර කරන්න. හරිද පුතේ?
Okay, teacher.
Hi. So I'm telling about the flaccidity also. This is what it is going to happen. If you put a plant cell in a hypertonic solution, initially the water is going to come out from the plant to the external solution. So when the water is going to come, you know that usually the plant cell membrane is attached to the cell wall, right? So what's going to happen there is the cell wall is going to come out from the cell wall. So there is initial moment like this, that it is just detached from the cell wall of the plant. Just detached, meaning that the cell is plasmolized. New term that you will be learning, okay? Plasmolized. Cell is plasmolized, and this is the starting point to become plasmolized, so we call it as incipient plasmolysis. Incipient plasmolysis එකේදී especially psi p is going to get 0. මෙච්චර වෙලා pressure එකක් දීගෙන හිටියේ, as soon as it's detached, psi p is gonna get 0. හරිද? Therefore මොකද වෙන්නේ? At the incipient plasmolysis, psi value of the cell is becomes psi s value. Those two are going to get equal. තේරුණාද ඒක? හරි? මෙතනින් එහාට ඕනම ස්ටේජ් එකක සෙල් එකේ, ඒ කියන්නේ මේක හොඳටම ඩිටැච් වෙලා ආවත් membrane එක මෙන්න මේ ගානට තිබ්බත්, එහෙම නැත්නම් like this completely detached වෙලා මෙන්න side එකකට වෙලා තිබ්බත්, මේ ඔක්කොම stages plasmolized. තේරුණාද? මෙතනින් එහාට ඕනම ස්ටේජ් එකක psi p එකක් නැහැ, psi p is 0. තේරුණාද?
teacher එක ආයෙ explain කරන්න පුළුවන්ද?
හරි. මෙහෙමයි වෙන්නේ, water is going to outside of the cell to the solution. When the solution is getting water from the cell membrane is trying to detach from the cell wall. එතනට තේරෙනවද?
Yes, teacher.
cell membrane එකට මෙච්චර වෙලා attach වෙලා තිබ්බ plasma membrane is attached to the cell wall so far. So ඒක නිසා තමයි there was a psi p, because contents in the cell was pressing against the cell wall. Cell wall is giving pressure towards the cell. මෙච්චර වෙලා pressure value එකක් තිබ්බා, psi p positive value එකක් තිබ්බා. ඒක තේරෙනවද?
තේරුණා teacher.
හරි. psi p positive value එකක තිබ්බා, මෙච්චර වෙලා තද කරගෙන හිටියේ. Now you detach from the cell wall. As soon as you detach, මොකද වෙන්නේ? psi p is going to be 0. ඒක තේරෙනවද?
Yes, teacher.
හරි. එතකොට psi p 0 වෙන මේ first place එක අපි කියන incipient plasmolysis. Right? So incipient plasmolysis is the place where, that's the initial point where the cell membrane is started to detach from the cell wall. Okay?
Okay, teacher.
Right. ඒ වෙලාවේදී අපි දන්නවා psi is equal to what?
0 megapascals.
No, psi is equal to psi s plus psi p. ඒක දන්නවනේ?
Yes, teacher.
psi 0 නෑ. කවුද psi 0 වුණා කියලා? psi p is 0, right? Isn't
Yes,
it?
teacher.
හරි. එතකොට මොකද වෙන්නේ? psi p 0 වුණොත් psi is equal to psi s වෙනවා කෙලින්ම, right? තේරුණාද?
තේරුණා teacher.
හරි. දැන් ඕකේනේ. එතනින් එහාට මම කිව්වේ මේ ස්ටේජ් එකත් plasmolysis, incipient plasmolysis also plasmolysis. Thereafter, when the water is continuously going outside, if the outside concentration is too much high, still it's continuing to detach from the Excel wall and make a contract ලා මේ වගේ පොඩි amount එකකට ආවත් මේ ඔක්කොම stages වලට අපි කියනවා plasmalize කියලා. ඒක okay?
ඕකේ ටීචර්.
හරි. එහෙනම් ඔතනින් page ටික ලියාගන්නකෝ. මම ඊළඟ දවස් තව explain කරලා there are questions to go. There's a lot of questions to go and this second part of this one will be done online. I'll let you know when to do. Usual lesson will be conducted in the physical class. Okay, everyone?
ඕකේ ටීචර්.
ලසිත තේරුණාද?
ඔව් ටීචර්.
හරි. මේක රෙකෝඩින් එක මම අප්ලෝඩ් වුණාම දෙන්නම්. හැමෝම ආයි පාරක් බලන්න මේක එකපාරට තේරෙන එකක් නෑ සමහර විට. බැරි ඕන දෙයක් අහන්න මේක අලුත් concept එකක් ඔයාලට. හැබැයි ඔයාලට අලුත් වුණාට this is kind of a very basic lesson. You will wonder grade 9, grade 8 students of Edexcel and Cambridge students, they are learning this lesson, right? It's not magic for them. So ඔයගොල්ලන්ට magic උත් නෙමෙයි ඔයගොල්ලන්ට අලුත් lesson එකකුත් නෙමෙයි. හරිම lazy easy concept එකක් තියෙන. බය වෙන්න දෙයක් නෑ මේකට. Okay? හරිද?
හරි ටීචර්.
හරි. Okay. එහෙනම් මම අදට නවත්තනවා. Good night everyone. ඇඳගත්ත ලියාගත්තේ
Night,
නෑනේ.
thank you.
ලියාගෙන යන්න. හරිද පුතේ? done?
ඕකේ ටීචර්.
Right. Okay, then we'll see you on next day. Bye.
thank you ටීචර්.
Good night. Sorry.
Thank you, teacher.
Sorry.